calls them a load of horse shit. Cause reality, we just can't accept it. And I ask myself, how am I in this class without having to be in this class? But you know, maybe it's a luxury, being crazy, not expecting anything to remedy that. Cause I know that most people are full of shit. And they really don't know what they want. Cause when they get exactly that, they complain still. It's only a matter of time. Everything will fall in line the way it's supposed to. And I really do believe that. And I guess that's what stabilizes me. And I swear that it's not just some slogan I'm repeating so that I don't fall apart. I've already fallen apart. People can't accept that the person, place, or thing isn't the person, place, or thing that they wanted it to be. And instead of just admit that they were wrong, they were wrong, they were wrong, they double down, they triple down, they quadruple down. I've seen it happen so many times, about many a thing. And I wish there was something that I could say to change their mind, but they keep on insisting. We can't expect any different. We can't expect you not to behave the way that you're prone to. So I guess I should cut myself some slack. Maybe I should cut myself some slack. Cause in a lot of ways I behave exactly the same as all the people that I complain about so much. But in a different way, it's just a different version of the stuff. Everybody's on drugs. Like, everybody. Everybody. Even you. At least I admit the ones that I'm on. But everybody else makes it so obvious that it's themselves that they can't stop running from. But all the drugs I do just lead me right back to the place that I've been trying to escape my whole life. I really hope it's not making that noise. I up. Occasionally I won't put up videos because whatever I say is just too much. And I know you're probably shocked that there are videos that I still put up that you would probably be convinced are in that category. But yeah, some videos I won't put up because they're just too much, or this noise that you might be hearing right now, that is the dashboard, because I'm driving. The road is bumpy sometimes, so I'm sorry for that if you're still here. But yeah, if it's really bad, I won't put up the video just because it's hard for me to tolerate. And if it's hard for me to tolerate, I know that nobody else is going to tolerate it. So, the stuff that I struggle with, I'm vocal about. You'd think that would take away the sting, but it don't. 'Cause I'm always thinking. And I'm always feeling. I won't ever stop doing this unless my brain finally just goes kaput. I'm grateful that I taught myself to play keys in my own way. Driving. I mean, that's pretty authentic. Not many people can say that. I mean, it's not as if I really know how to play or anything. Ooh, it's raining. Do you guys want to see the Freemason show? There it is. Pretty colors. They said it was supposed to rain tonight. I think it's supposed to storm, actually. There we go. Do you see it? Everybody's gonna be putting them on. That's why we got all these like fireworks places, these little pop-up places. And see that? Nope. This seems dangerous. It's nowhere near as dangerous as you have an iPhone. Yeah, I just feel for all the veterans. I feel for the veterans and I feel for the dogs. My cat doesn't give a fuck. But, yeah. I've always said it's really ironic that they celebrate in ways that freak out the people that fought for this country. You know? So it's like they can't even enjoy this. Because it's just taking them back to some horrible experience that our government paid for. And I know I sound like such a typical, like, anti-America leftist, see? See? They have those everywhere. You live in the South? It's like every 2 blocks there's like another fireworks shop. But yeah, it's like I don't want to be like this cynical Cindy, you know, that's just constantly shitting on everything. But I've always been that way. And I'm like so misanthropic. I don't know how anybody can stand me, really. I'm surprised that you guys still watch this. Like, seriously, I'm not being facetious or whatever. Because, yeah, I think that my negativity is really draining, you know? And I recognize that about myself. Like, I listen to myself talk, and you know, when I get pissed off, I don't talk to people. I just get really, really quiet. And I guess this channel is like the result of me being quiet the majority of the time, because I don't vibe with most of the people that live in this country, because they're just so ignorant. And they're arrogant about their ignorance too. I mean, I just saw so many people like that came into the restaurant where I work wearing a fucking American flag, and it's like, dude, it's such a joke of a country. They don't even like revere the flag. You know, if it's like a fashion statement, it doesn't mean anything that people die for it. You know, it's like people wearing the American flag, that's like a Wiccan wearing a cross. Oh, look over there. Vortex. I know you're not seeing much of anything. But, yeah, the cross is where love and mercy meet. Yeah, I like that. That's true. Yeah, but how many people like wear like a crucifix, but they're wearing it in such a way that yeah, it's like totally misrepresenting the Christian faith, you know? Well, it's like, I get that people wear the American flag because for whatever reason they're proud to live here. They think that they're supposed to do that. But it's like, even if I loved this country, I wouldn't do that. Because it's just kind of weird to be that obsessed with where you live that you're gonna wear it, the symbol of it, all over you. You know? I just think that's weird. But, you know, I'm the fucking freak, because I actually care about what things mean. And I know that sounds very hypocritical considering the fact that I have like a Freemason tattoo on me. Well, when I got the tattoo, I thought it was the international symbol of recovery. You know? I mean, it technically is. It technically means a lot of stuff. But yeah, I was young and dumb. But it's like, I have to live with that. I have to live with the fact that I have this tattoo. that isn't really a good representation of like who I am anymore, you know? And I know that a lot of people get tattoos because they're just being impulsive. But it's just kind of embarrassing. It's still a huge part of who I am, though. You know? Like, I think about a lot of stuff that I learned when I was going to that 12-step cult. And sometimes I miss going because there were some AA meetings I went to that were way funnier than any fucking stand-up open mic I've ever been to. But yeah, it stopped representing me as a person. Like, that's why I stopped going, because I realized that I wasn't really in tune with those people at all. Like, I felt out of tune. I felt like I was that. I was, how could I describe myself? It was that punk rock song. That fuck the system. You know? Like, I've always been like that. And people have had an issue with that, and they realize, oh, she's not really doing it for attention, she's not really putting on a show, this is just her personality. It took my parents a long time to realize that about me. That, you know, if I'm not doing what they want me to do, it's not because I'm just trying to rebel against them because I hate them or anything. It's because they're authority, and authority sucks. Okay, so, yeah. But I was very oppositional, like, towards a lot of that stuff. Like, I got into a lot of arguments with sponsors, old-timers in AA who were such fucking control freaks. It's like, they might as well just go back out and drink. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a control freak. So I can't stand when other people try to fuck with me, try to get me to do things their way. It just pisses me off. Because that's what I grew up with. Just my whole family, like, answering questions for me. You know when, like, somebody asks you a question and they're looking directly at you and making eye contact with you and you only, and then your parents just answer for you? It's like the last time that I visited them, they were, like, doing that, and it was just so annoying. It's like, I don't want to badmouth them or anything, but that's literally the entire boomer generation. Like, they all do that. Even, like, people at my church do that. So, that's one of the reasons why I'm so quiet, because I just cannot stand controlling people. And so, I'll show you, I'll be quiet. It's like, I don't want to talk to people like that, because they're going to insist on directing the conversation a certain way, and I'm too, like, you know, I'm all over the place. So, that typically drives them crazy, because they're really type A, and I'm really I'm type BB, you know, like vending machine. So, let's see, did somebody text me? Who texted me? Speaking of control freaks. Oh, this dude I go to church with. He used to come to my church. He doesn't come anymore. Because I think he offends way too many people. He's this friend of mine. I don't know if I told you this story, but he wore a robe to Divine Liturgy. And he was so perplexed that people were like put off by that. And he told me, well, I was ordained to be a priest. And I told him, nobody fucking knows that. You can't expect them to get the context, you know? And while he's right, it's none of their fucking business, you know? It's like you're going to an Orthodox church wearing a robe that typically you have to be clergy to wear a robe like that, you know? So you're dressed like the clergy, but you're not the clergy, and everybody knows you're not the clergy, and you're offended that they're offended. But, I mean, yeah, they were haughty about it, but it's like, yeah, I think I did mention that. But yeah, needless to say, he doesn't go to my church anymore. He also moved. But it's like, I don't know. He's the type of person that does stuff and he doesn't realize like how it comes across to people. And I think that just kind of proves that he's like, you know, kind of crazy. But I guess that's just a true statement that you could make about me as well. And you could make that statement about a lot of people. That, you know, if you don't do what's expected of you, and if you do anything that's questionable, if you do anything that's kind of off-putting, or yeah, people don't know what to make of it. The chances of them asking you are slim to none. And I hate that about the society that we live in, but it's just true, you know? People would rather judge you and make up their own, you know, assumptions about you than just ask you, why the fuck are you wearing a robe? Are you in the clergy? Because, you know, if they had asked him that, he could have said, yeah, I was ordained to be a priest, but for political reasons, they pulled the plug on that. And I can only imagine it had something or other to do with the fact that he's, you know, sexually harassing young women. But, and I'm not just saying that because I'm one of them, but it's like, I know that I'm definitely not the first person that he's talked to in an inappropriate way. So, do you want to meet my new friend? He definitely looks gay, doesn't he? With the rainbow. It's okay. It's okay. We love you anyway. We love you anyway. God loves everyone, even the gays. Okay? I named him Bowie. There's this song that's off of my favorite album, Low. And I think the song is called Sound and Vision. Blue, blue, electric blue, that's the color of my room where I will live. And that's what I thought of. Yeah. The reason I like animals, not just regular ass animals, but stuffed animals, and little plastic dinosaurs. I know I just look like a pathetic loser, mentally ill, deranged, whatever the fuck you want to call me. I mean, I'm willing to take all of that, you know? Because it's true. But it's like, I would much rather be this way than, like, try to force myself to have what they have. You know? Because, I mean, I've done that before, and it was just such a fucking disaster that, like, why would I keep trying to do something that I know I won't succeed at? You know? And I think that if people don't understand that, it's because they don't have that dilemma. You know, it's like, I look at it like, you know, if you have a physical disability, like, you have to accommodate to that. Like, a person with diabetes, they have to regulate their glucose level and their blood sugar and shit like that. If they don't, they'll fucking die. You know? And that's exactly how I feel when I'm in a relationship. So, like, I understand that that's hard to understand for, like, most normies. Like, most sheep don't get that. And it's not because, like, they're so happy in their marriage or with their family or whatever. It's because, like, they've been programmed to think that that's the only way that you can live. That you have to do what everybody does. That's why people get so offended if you say that voting doesn't matter, you know? So it's like, they're just not ready. They're not ready to hear that, like, the way that they've been conditioned is not working. And I'm not trying to tell anybody not to get married and have a family. If you want to do that, fucking do it. I hope you do it. It's so wrong that people are saying that stuff. I understand, like, the legal system's fucked up, but that's why you should get married in a church and not fuck with the government. I mean, that would be the best solution. Because if the government doesn't get involved, the government can't stay involved. You know? And I mean, I know that there are, like, legal benefits to being married, but if it only seems to be benefiting women, then if you really want to marry a bitch, but you don't want to run the risk of her going crazy and then taking everything from you. I mean, she has to understand that. If she is aware of herself and she's aware of the situation, then she shouldn't have any problem with that. Just tell the bitch, you know, it might not be you that I don't trust. It's like future you that I might not trust, you know? And no, I don't expect you to refer to her as bitch. Alright? I work at a restaurant, so everybody is some sort of pejorative. Alright? That's the way that we talk about everybody. But yeah, man. I'm trying not to, like, degenerate in my illness, you know? I just accept the fact that I'm the way that I am rather than fighting it and trying to be something I'm not. Because I've already done that. That was called my 20s, alright? That's called 12-step guru, okay? So, it's like, obviously that shit didn't work out for a reason. But believe it or not, like, it's just like little things make me so happy, you know? And he is so fucking soft, you guys. He is so soft. You just don't even understand how soft he is. But yeah, I still have that really nurturing part of me. So that's why I love animals. Whether they're real animals with actual fur or plush toys that were made in China.